Thank you, Allie, and good luck to both teams.
On homecoming and family weekend at the Hunt School of Princeton, we are ready for our Friday night main event as the Raiders take on the defending Prep A state champion Blair Academy Bucks in a Maple field hockey contest under the lights here in Princeton. Joe Vasile with you here tonight, and welcome into the Hunt School, the opener here on homecoming weekend. A great soccer match, a boys soccer match between Hun and Blair that ended in a 1-1 draw, and hopefully this one could live up to the same billing that the opener did, a really strong back and forth, and we'll see what this one has in store tonight. Hun comes in 6-2 on the year. Blair is 2-5 overall. Pamela Shulman, head coach for Blair Academy, looking to see her experienced group kind of get on track here this season and play well. Now getting into league play. Same for Tracy Arntz. Both of these teams, really, their strength comes from their experience. That should make this one really fun tonight. Packed house here at the Hunt School as we are underway. Blair in control, or rather Hun in control for his pardon. Hun of the whites, Blair in the blues for this contest tonight. Quick takeaway far side. Here comes Blair Academy on the run for the first time tonight. Try to hit it up again to Ali Aiva, working inside with the pass. Turn, got in too deep and rolls out on the end line. Early opportunity. Lena Saspo, senior midfielder, was up ahead on the run. This one immediately taken away by Blair. Checking, it was Grace Zhang, pardon, who was up on the run. Off the whistle, our first penalty corner of the night. Early opportunity for the Bucks to go in front. Off the insert, knocked inside, looking for some help on the run. The redirection in front, and it goes in. Mila Claus chipped it in, and it hit off of Maya Zalin. It was just a centering pass from Claus that found its way in, and a 1-0 lead early on for Blair. Scoring on the corner. As another look on the replay, you just see the inadvertent off the stick and the disappointment immediately on Zalin. She just was kicking herself the second that hit off the end of the stick and caromed in. So 1-0 lead early on for Blair off the own goal, and here comes Claus. Outstanding player for this Blair Academy side. Member of the U18 national team, invited to the U21 camp coming up, and committed to continue playing at UConn once her time at Blair is over. It'll be next spring, and she graduates. And just her and Ella Gaitan, a senior forward, committed to Maryland's. Early opportunity, stymied, follow-up shot, knocked away. Hun continuing to try to put pressure and tie things up at one apiece. An early corner try for the Hun Raiders. So each team with an early corner. Claus scored in the immediate aftermath of a corner, and now Hun looking to return the favor. Be a little bit here as get things set up on the left hash. On a Dios inserts. And on the dangerous hits, came up in Libby Russell defending for Blair, and turnover there. So we continue on. Here in the first quarter, 1-0 lead for Blair Academy. So lifted out to center, knocked down, and here comes Blair again. Peyton Taylor. Lauren Larkin onto it. Far side, Dios. Collected. Rolled ahead. Lil Hyder. Over to Sydney Fisher. Her pass picked off. Intercepted. It was Taylor in the right spot for Blair. Looking ahead to Hyder. Take it right outside the fan. Claus. Nifty stick work. Kept in by Hun, but a turnover. Taylor's on it. And the whistle blows against Blair. A little bit too aggressive that time for Taylor. So I'm looking to just get out of its own ends. Self-start for Claus. And another corner. So Hun with their Blair with their second corner within the first 6 minutes of this one. Charlotte Book to insert. Knocks it up high. Claus. Dribbled right into a triple team. Nearly got out of it. Gets it back. And another corner. Blair just racking up corners early on. The 1-0 lead, looking to keep the foot down on the gas pedal. Get it in. Knocked away, good defense. Stick down on the ground for Phoebe Thielman. It's been a really great leader, captain on this team. Someone who Tracy Arndt can really depend on to be a big player and a leader on the fields and off of it. Just a long corner this time for Blair on the restart. Looked like a couple Hun players were expecting more of a penalty, but said it'll just come out for 25. Blair's had some struggles their last couple times out. Lost 6-0 against Pingree last weekend. Played a lot of out-of-state teams. Their last win, though, is 6-3 over Germantown Academy. This one poked free. Good defensive play. Midway through the first quarter, still 1-0, Blair in front. Clear down to the middle of the field. Chance here for Hunt if they could pick it up on the run, but Olander just wasn't able to flag it down in time. Blair right back on it. Just not able to connect on the pass. So Hunt's had a couple of flashes of opportunity in the first. Nothing that's been able to be sustained, though. Blair controlling the possession early on. This one deflects off a Hun stick and rolls all the way in. Ooh. Whistle for that one, hitting the body of Taylor. Always hurts. Got it ahead. Claus staying strong through the tackles. Feeds it up. Right into the middle and another corner. It was just stacking up for Blair. First 10 minutes, they've got 4 penalty corners already. Scored off of one of them. The insert, they play it to Claus to chip it ahead. Rolls out, and it'll be Hunt with the possession with 5 minutes left to go in the first. 1-0 Blair lead, thanks to the Milog Claus goal. Take it away. Here comes Hunt. Got some help up ahead as well. Looking for the reverse chip, but just couldn't make solid contact. Hunt with the takeaway on the outlet. Claus trying to win it back. And a corner awarded to the Raiders. Second of the first quarter for Hunt. Crowd getting into it here tonight, getting real dark. Those lights are really doing a lot of the work. What a packed house here tonight at the Hunt School. Dios on the insert. Gets it in up high. Chip comes in, deflected. And whistle off the foot of a Hunt player. Towards Casey Kozelnick. Zelnick, pardon. Just kind of kicked the ball away, but nicely defended so far for Blair Academy. Whistle blows again. Here comes Hunt off the quick restart on the try in front. Just fanning was Piper Morey. Nearly had it on the left post. She was in behind, had the pass come with just a bit too much velocity for her to get the stick on it. And Morey had a hat trick a couple of games ago for Hunt. Nearly buried that one. Oh, that was so close. Raiders back again. Here's Aiva with it inside. Let's take another look at how close that one was. Just sneaking, hitting off the sandbags and keeping the goal set in place. Really nifty shot, but also really good read by Kazelnik to realize that it was getting past her and would have been wide. Another corner for Hun after the Shields. Dios gets it in. Played across right side. Try again, goes wide. It's Iva again with the shot that just got pulled to the left post. With a couple really close calls for Hun in these last couple of minutes, and now 90 seconds left to go in the first half. As Hun has gotten some of the momentum on its side. Looking to even things up at the end of the first. Back inside the shooting arc. Loose ball in front, kicked out by Kazelnik, but the whistle blew first. Another corner for Hun, and after it was corner after corner for Blair early on, Hun has stormed back, and corners are even at 4 apiece. So it came a little long, unable to control. Quickly inside, back for a shot that's deflected away. The save by Kazelnik. Casey Kazelnik, the sophomore keeper, making a couple of big plays. Out for a long corner, and that will end the first. But a couple of big opportunities for Hun at the end of the first quarter. They're just not able to cash in. And 15 minutes in the books. It's a 1-0 lead for Blair Academy. Back with more from Princeton.
The first goal scorer by Blair Academy, number 4, Mila Kloss. No assist.
Back at the Hun School, 1 quarter in the books between Hun and Blair. It's a 1-0 lead for the Bucks, thanks to Mila Claw's goal early on in the first in the aftermath of a penalty corner. Hun had a couple of big opportunities right at the end of the first to cash in, couldn't put one in the back of the net. And now looking to try to keep that going into the second, but here comes Claus up the middle. Quickly taken away, though, on the trap in the middle third. And then the pass up ahead. Zalin couldn't quite connect. There was nobody home. Just ends up in a turnover. Been a really good one. Get things going here tonight. Just like we thought it would be. I mean, these two always such fierce rivals in the Maple, and there's Claus at the step through. A lot of talent, a lot of experience on both sides. Ridden free of it, good stick check. Here comes Hun the other way. Just couldn't link the outlet. We'll go back to Hun. Down into the corner. Hun back around, chance in the middle, and the whistle blows against the Raiders. So go down the other way as Blair has done a good job defensively. The Raiders have had a couple of opportunities, saw some shots, just missed the left post. There were 3 of them within the final 3 minutes of that first quarter. They were all really good chances for the Raiders. Trying to keep the pressure on in these early minutes. After Blair really dominated about the first 12 minutes in terms of possession in this match. Boy, woo, little nutmeg action. Claus had it poked away for a second, but able to stay strong on it. Down to the corner, just kept in by Lil Hyder. Bopped ahead. Thielman with the big swing. Olander. Also against the Blair double team, but then a quick takeaway. Morgan Bakinski. Bakinski working out. Getting another turnover off the pass, but given right back to Hun. The pass comes up and drills Aiva on the right side. Dangerous hits. Gives it back over to Blair. Claus ridden free. Boy, a couple of really good checks today. Amila Claus have resulted in a few turnovers, especially here in the second quarter. Does have the lone goal for Blair today, but that came off of almost a little bit fluky. It was a centering pass that ended up deflecting off a Hun player and rolling into the goal. Has done a really nice job of closing her down today, at least in the early going. She's still been a big factor, but slowed her down some. Peyton Taylor couldn't control it in. called back to a different location before Lauren Larkin send this one on its way. Oh, and a turnover. Trying to hit her teammates. Hyder just couldn't get there. Just outside. Claus. So dangerous in the circle. Turns and shoots. And it deflects out. Off his shin, and that's going to be another corner for Blair. Their first and the second, and their fifth overall of the night so far. On the insert again. Trying to pass it over to Claus. It's broken up for a second, but she's back on it. Works it to the middle. On the backside of the play. Big save made in front. Claus back on it. Taken away. And the whistle blows. Another corner. Well, Nora Kempson made a really nice play to get to that first ball. Well, Blair with back-to-back corners. Claus tried to chip it, sitting in front, rolling around. Kempton kicked it out, still sitting. Eventually someone got to it. And ends up rolling out. Come out for a long corner. Ball was just ping-ponging around, sitting, waiting for someone to come up and take a shot. And doing a nice job of defending those last couple of corners. Here's Claus on the run. Centering pass, picked away, and just fed out of bounds. Halfway through the second quarter, Blair's been buzzing. On the start. Take it away. Dribbled right into the Hun player, who then was right on the restraining line and couldn't quite keep it in on that sideline. It's the red lines on the sideline that you're looking for. Those are the boundaries and all those different sets of lines. One back by the Raiders. Down to the far side, getting into it. See if that could be the spark for Hun. But a turnover. Sydney Fisher was in the right place. Off the foul on Blair. This one rolls in and out for another corner. Fifth penalty corner of the match for Hun. They had a bunch right at the end of the first. That's where they generated so much of their offense. Not a huge surprise. Tends to go that way. Dios. Cut across. Extra pass inside with an open net. Able to finish on the backside of the play. Abby Eastman ties it up at 1. Or they wave it off. Is that the sign down? Yeah, waved it off. So it stays 1-0 Blair. Long play up ahead, another chance for Hun. Another whistle. And another corner. So after yet another close call, a chance, a turn. Trying to get it out. Having trouble finding the clear. Shot deflects off a stick out of play. Another look at the big kick save by Casey Kolznick. On the restart, Olander got tripped up, just kind of tangled up in her own feet. Fell down, but Hun contains on the possession. 3:35 left to go in the second. Whistle against Hun. Just a long hit all the way down. That'll at least help Blair get out of its own end for a little bit. Try to keep Hun pinched down and inside for a little while. Or at least the last 2:45 here in the first half. Outlet nearly intercepted and then taken away. Hun though fighting hard. It's Eastman. Nearly a goal scorer a few moments ago. Now Olander racing up the middle, forced to the outside by Claus, but she gets around her. Pass back up to the middle and wide right. No one was home and it snuck all the way through. Came from outside this circle. Kolznick came out to try to kick it a little bit. Might have been better suited just letting that one go through clean just in case. It'll come out for a 25. Thielman takes the hit. This one goes high over the top of the crossbar. Quick one-timer. Just went a little bit high. This one lifted out to center to start it. Nolan, and the whistle blows on the violation. Quick restart for Blair in the other direction. Trying to catch Hun off guard. Some help up in front. Morgan Edwards, the one who drew the whistle. This time Blair will look to set up with 45 seconds to go. Claus to start to herself. Good for the takeaway, but the whistle blows. The alternate side of the stick. .18 seconds left. The whistle, long pass ahead here for Hun. Trying to break out, but quickly played by Blair. 1-0 lead, waning seconds of the second quarter. 4 seconds left. Kicked aside by Kozelnik, and that brings an end to the first half here at the Hun School. 30 minutes in the books. It's the Blair Bucks 1 and the Hun Raiders nothing. Take a step aside at halftime here in Princeton.
Next, science teacher, assistant JV coach, and played at Boston College, Brittany Sheehan. Varsity assistant coach, who played at Eastern Connecticut State, Mel Proud. Former assistant head of the middle school, varsity assistant coach, and played at the University of North Carolina, Jen Heller. A member of the class of 2013, former field hockey coach and health and wellness director and dean, Olivia Albanese. Class of 2007, played at Franklin and Marshall, director of alumni engagement, Sarah Delio Craig. From the class of 2019, one of our teaching fellows and assistant softball coach, Meg Donahue. From the class in 1995, played at Boston University, Chief Marketing Officer, Maureen Lemon.
You deserve it. You deserve it. You absolutely deserve it. You deserve it.
Former head field hockey coach for more than 30 years, and former associate athletic director from the honorary class of 1914. She's not that old. Played field hockey at Trenton State, Kathy Quirk. Let's give one more round of applause for these special people. Thank you for all you've done for field hockey and the Hun School. We also want to acknowledge our head coach, Tracy Arndt, who played at Penn State University.
At halftime at the Hun School, it's a 1-0 lead for the Blair Buccaneers, but boy, both teams been buzzing, getting some opportunities in at first, and a couple of near misses for the Raiders, especially in the first quarter towards the end. But a 1-0 lead for Blair nonetheless, halfway home here in Princeton. Joe Vasile with you here tonight. Been a really fun day as we kick off homecoming weekend at the Hun School, family weekend as well. Halftime, they honored some of the alumni of the field hockey program who are out tonight. We are underway in the third quarter. 1-0 lead for Blair. Teams have switched sides. Blair and the Blues attacking right to left. Early pickoff for Hun. And they start the counter. Blair on it. After the whistle, big whack down the field. Tunnel set up this time about 15 yards out. Off the self-start. Another whistle. Thielman doing all the maneuvering far side. Phoebe Thielman's been very active tonight. One of the leaders in just a very active player on both ends. Working inside. Shot deflects off a stick out of bounds. Tracy Arndt saying if Phoebe Thielman just mature her years, dialed in, works hard in everything she does, reliable. Boy, just the Raiders come so close a couple times, getting some early opportunities in the third. You feel like it's only a matter of time before they're able to put one in the cage. Their defense playing really strong. Big plays made by Casey Kolzenek, the goalkeeper. Early corner chance. One will set up. Anadios, the senior midfielder. Insert this one in. Two players up high, Thielman and Alexa Cavalli. Thielman is it left side. Off the collision. On the far side of things, it was Olander for Hun. Getting run into by Claus. Set up another penalty corner. These have really come in bunches for Hun tonight. They've gotten one, they've gotten usually another one or two right after. Thielman again. Picked away by Claus. Just went it right off her stick. Long strike ahead. On the counter, it's Sydney Fisher. Trying to get around the last defender. Works back to the inside, but help was there for Hun. Whistle slows things down, but that'll allow both teams to just settle down and stop that fast break. Dangerous try there with Fisher. Senior from Bermuda. Up on the run ahead. Claus will come up and start this one. Drops to the right. Book. Fight right around the outside of the shooting arc. Outlet pass just out of the reach. This time Blair not able to link one together. At 5 minutes gone in the third. And just more end-to-end action. Here comes Blair. Going to generate an opportunity. Steen Jiang had it taken away. Edwards against Olin. Olander just keeps it in. Works her way back to the middle. Pass ahead. Brought down by Maury and couldn't keep it in. My Piper Maury had a huge scoring try. Nearly put away a one-timer in the first. Just missed being able to redirect it on our open backside of the net. And they got set up there for a one-on-one. Olander take it away and just cleared out of bounds. South Courier at Carolina. There's a real unsung hero on the defense for this team. Really talented back. There's a lot of those little things that put Blair in a position to win games. Play right there, a pretty good example of that. Fisher, ridden off it. Jiang. Stay with Blair. Claus. Wins it back. Takes it up the middle. Gets around a couple defenders, but then swept away. Good defensive play to step up by Aspen Swanson. Relative newcomer to this sport. Just started playing field hockey this year. She's been a really good lacrosse player in her past. So I just want to take up full sport, pick field hockey, and has been a really nice addition to the Raiders team this year. They're looking to take advantage and break out. The deflection just swept aside outs. It's Libby. Setting another tough angle up for Hun. Olander gonna work around the end line. Had it taken away. Blair trying to clear and slowly at least moving in the right direction. Claus will go far side. Six minutes left here in the third. Blair up 1-0, but Hun continuing to apply a lot of pressure to Blair backfields. Looking for a shot. Blair swarming, and another corner for Hun. Already their third in this third quarter. Blair hasn't had one yet. Dios again on the insert. Thielman up high. Go up in her direction. Upside to Olander. Works the pass back to the middle, deflected away in front. Covered up, ball loose. Rolling around, a lot of players jabbing at it underneath. Ball comes free, there it's sitting, and eventually gotten to by Blair and cleared out of harm's way by Quarrier. Boy, just about 3-4 players all jabbing at it. Kolzenek was trying to just lay down on top of it like you're supposed to, but she couldn't quite get in the right position because of all the sticks. Ends up rolling free, but her teammates were right there to pick her up. And an opportunity lays to waste for the Hun Raiders. But what terrific defense for Blair. Time and time again, whenever Hun is threatened, Bucks have been right there. Good stick check. A little egg on a spoon there for Claus. Making her way up, and she's going to draw a penalty. First green card of the match comes out. It's going to send Thielman off. So player up. Blair Academy for the next 30 seconds. Thielman off to the penalty area. Cheer is in many places, just a little folding chair next to the scorer's table. Good job by Hun. Slow the initial advance down and not let Blair settle into anything, and now trying to go the other way. Here they go. Whistle blows against Hun. Still player up. The situation for Blair. But they have been able to get any possession, and they're attacking half of the fields during this green card penalty. Opportunity again, and the shot goes wide left. Oh, another golden opportunity for the Raiders as Olander was right there. Got the keeper down and just a little off the mark. And boy, Hun easily could have 4 goals in this game. Those are the kinds of opportunities and how many they've had that have just gone not their way tonight. A lot of that is, you do got to give a lot of credit to Blair. 2 minutes left to go in this third quarter. On making a substitution. Penalty time is over. Back to even strength as Thielman returns. Inside 90 seconds left to go. Hunt trying to get the momentum of that killed penalty. But here comes Blair. It's Claus. Speeding through the midfields. This is all de la Claus. Tripped up just outside the arc. Boy, that was awfully close. Coming inside. .14 here. And cleared out by Hunt. But good job by the Raiders to not allow that counter to blossom into anything. Now 30 seconds left to go in the third. Still 1-0 Blair, and Bucks hard charging. Come to the end of the third quarter here in Princeton, a 1-0 lead for Blair Academy. With 15 minutes left to go. Got the finale coming up from Princeton right after this. Back at the Hun School of Princeton, a 1-0 lead for Blair Academy as we hit the fourth quarter. And a look at Tracy Arntz, the head coach of the Hun School Raiders, also the co-director of athletics here at Hun. Big Ten field hockey, freshman and player of the year at Penn State. Really decorated career for her. Did his stints on the United States women's national team and has continued the winning tradition here at the Hun School that was started many, many years ago. Always one of the top teams in the state are the Raiders. Of course, Blair last year, they're the Prep A state champions. So you always know when you're getting Hun Blair, it's going to be good. And tonight has not been a letdown. 1-0 lead for Blair. The only goal scored within the first couple minutes, Mila Claus on a shot that wasn't even a shot. It was just a centering pass that deflected off of a Hun defender and into the goal. So an own goal of sorts is the only score in this game. It has been opportunities for both teams, but just really fiercely competitive and up and down. This is a really, really fun to watch game.
Please come out and support Hun.
Also started off here off the whistle. Hun gets the turnover. Really good step up by Cavalli. Lex Cavalli is senior forward, active up front tonight. Chipped ahead. Olender had it, was trying to chase it back down, but just cleared out. Warriors really been having a big second half. Defensive side stepping up, making some really big plays. Had key moments for Blair in that third quarter. Dios. Here's Thielman. Libby Russell is trying to advance to the far side, but had it picked away. Then one right back. Also started off the whistle on Hun. Olender again, bouncing ball. Say it was tipped off a Blair player, and so will come out. .25 for Hun. Lifted ahead, Dios trying to keep it in and just does track it down to the corner. And trying to hit Olender, had it tipped. Hyder was the one going for the steal for Blair. And a corner for Hun. Starting to really dominate in corners. It's 10 for Hun and 6 for Blair. But pretty much that entire difference has come in the second half. Raiders just haven't been able to put one away. Dios, they fake it to Thielman. Play it right side, in for a shot that bounces up. Stick down. And another corner. One was working that time with Ali Aiva. Played similarly. Shot comes around and a big save. Kozilnek diving to her right. And she's a little shaken up on the backside of that one. A huge diving save. The right for Kozilnek. Didn't see what happened. During the stoppage for the injury, look at the recent results for Hun. Winners of 3 out of the last 4 games. B. William Penn Charter, Stewart Country Day, their last couple of matches. Also had that Maple win over the Pennington School a couple weeks back. Kolzenick still down. Now sitting uprights. We'll take a step aside during this injury timeout. 9:43 left to go in the fourth quarter. Blair won, Hun nothing. And Kolzenick now up to her feet, but still collecting herself. Back in a moment. Great to see after a little while Casey Kolzenick being able to stay in this game, and the whole team just crashing around her with a big bear hug. She got up and was going to be able to stay in. Restart things, 9:43 left to go in the fourth quarter. A 1-0 lead for Blair thanks to a Mimi Claus goal scored in the first 3 minutes of the contest. And the referees were still over on the side. They've got to make their way back out and get things going. Big defensive stomp by Kolzenick and then shake it up afterwards. Might have gotten hit with a backswing or something. Hun off the restart in control. Doing what they've been doing for most of this one, and that is trying to even things up at one apiece. They've had a couple of big opportunities, some that have just gone wide. One waved off a penalty corner and deflection around. Chang brought it down. Out. Trying to hit Cavalli. Another big play. Shot a little bit wide left, but just really good defense by Blair, forcing that shot wide. Another look at that one, just kind of waiting patiently, but positioning, force things go awry. Timeout, Hun. 8:12 left to play in the fourth quarter, and Hun's going to use its first timeout. Talk things over and strategize over these last few minutes. We've seen Hun get chance after chance and just come up a little bit off the mark throughout the night. I think that's not necessarily a reflection of anything that Hun has done poorly. I think it's just been really good defense by Blair that has forced some of these shots to go wide that have gone wide. And you got to give a lot of credit to that. Also give a lot of credit to this Hun Raiders faithful for showing up in big numbers tonight. I mean, those fans standing all night long. They were standing throughout the boys' soccer game before this one. They've been standing throughout this one now. That was a thrilling 1-1 draw. Kick things off tonight. Now the nightcap hasn't disappointed either. Look at the upcoming schedule for the Hun Raiders. After this one, their next four at St. Benedict's Prep, at the Hill School, home against Lawrenceville, and then back on the road to take on Seton Hall Prep. 3 of the next 4 away from Princeton, and some travel involved for the Raiders. Not tough sledding after this one. Doesn't get a whole lot easier. So they say Thielman had it off her foot. 8 minutes left to play. Blair up 1-0. Blair, rare charge out of their own end in the fourth quarter. Another whistle against Hun. Lifted ahead, stick down. Dangerous chance here. Jang sitting in the middle. They find it for her. Looking for Jang, and it got behind her. Morgan Edwards was there as well. The pass eluded her. Sent down of bounds. Less than 7 minutes left to play. They're trying to pin Hun in its own side. Claus. Head for Edwards. Chip from Fisher. Didn't quite connect, and unable to clear out to the middle of the field. Slow things down for a moment. Raiders really pinch it up, trying to cut this one off at the pass. Six minutes left. Blair at least just happened to play keep away, trying to protect this 1-0 lead. Look for an opportunity to get themselves a little breathing room, something that they haven't had the entirety of this one. for something back to the middle. Jang off the deflection and then gets whistled for the foul. Just not what the Raiders are looking for there. Fight the midfields. Whistle against the Raiders. Here comes Claus on the restart. End up getting caught up in her feet. Play through. Eldridge had a quick one. Up the middle. Hung outside. The pinch. Eldridge's pass ahead, played by Jang. Try to get it to Edwards. Broken up by Olander. 3:20 to go. A lot of time coming off. Blair been in possession for about the last 4-5 minutes. Claus. Denied at the edge. Right outside the circle. Comes back in. Shot comes up. Controlled, though, by Claus. Looking for the reverse. Comes down in front. And the whistle against Blair for the high stick. Two minutes and 30 seconds to go. Hun trying to break out of its own end, but having a lot of trouble doing so. And so Blair has just been able to keep them pinched in and playing defense. Time trailing 1-0. Need to try to do something big here. Claus with the takeaway, but then one right back. But with a foul. Alan Dios. 2 minutes left. Pass to the middle. No one was there. Hun's got it. Tried to feed it along, but just whipped on the try. 1:40 to play. Pause the self-start. Long pass ahead. Quick chance, little heavy but strong through. On the dribble up ahead. Opportunity in front. Dios scores! With 1:11 left. Hun ties it up at 1. The fast break goal for Ana Dios. The feed and the finish. Zelnick knew she had to come out and try to make the play. It was just one-on-one, and it was snuck right around her. One minute left in regulation. Here comes Blair the other way. Looking to secure back-to-back overtime games. They won their last one. Quick ahead here. Right back for Blair. 30 seconds left. Into traffic. Claus was looking for a whistle that she didn't get. Here comes Dios. 18 seconds. Foul on Blair. They keep trying to foul her to slow it down. 10 seconds left. Olender plays it inside. It goes out. And that is going to bring an end to the fourth quarter here at the Hunt School. 60 minutes. Not enough to determine a victory here tonight. Thanks to the goal by Ana Dios with 1:11 left to go in the fourth. Tied at 1 as we head to overtime for the second time today here at the Hunt School of Princeton. The Hun School getting ready for overtime in game 2 of the day between Blair and Hun, all tied up at 1. Take a look back at both goals scored in this one. First goal came for Blair, and it was an inadvertent own goal. It's credited to Claus. The run on the right side directed it in, and then just moments ago with 1:11 left to go in the fourth, after so many opportunities throughout the entirety of the game for Hun, Anadios put it in the back of the net. Into overtime, 2 10-minute overtime, golden goal periods. If no one scores at the end of that, into a shootout. Quick opportunity for the Raiders, chipped out of bounds. This has been a real fun back and forth today. End to end, a lot of opportunities, a lot of shots for both teams. Here's another one for Hun. Worked inside, nearly had it. Another one. This one just knocked aside with the shin guards. Casey Kozlenick. Rondios, the shot inside, and it's good! Ellie Aiva wins it in overtime for Hun. She had a couple of shots early on in this one that just missed finding the net. And she buries the OT winner. And the crowd storming the fields here at the Hun School as the Raiders have taken down the Bucks 2-1 in overtime here tonight.
With 8:37 in overtime, the winning goal was scored by...
The celebration is on homecoming weekend
by Anna
at the
Dios
Hun School of Princeton. Plenty coming up this weekend. But that wraps up our coverage here tonight. The game-winning goal in overtime. A great setup by Dios and Aiva through traffic. Sends the Raiders home happy here tonight. And so, for the entire Play-by-Play Productions crew here in Princeton, New Jersey, I'm Joe Vasile saying so long. We'll talk to you again next time here in Princeton. Happy Friday night, everybody.